We got a set of Maxpeeding rods for the 2003 Matrix XRS. So, gonna try to unbox this with one hand. Got, for really cheap coilovers, it's a pretty fancy looking box. Like black with that shiny gold lettering. Looks kind of neat. So, these are on eBay for $300 and some change. And I had some eBay bucks to spend, so I ended up getting them for like $285 or something. And then, if you're an eBay member, then you get, your 1% eBay bucks on top of that. So, I got right around $282 into these. So, after all the stuff, but yeah, if you want them, $300 delivered, plus tax if you live somewhere that has tax. But I'm in Oregon, so no tax for me. We just get higher taxes for everything else, like property and stuff. So, looks like they kind of gave up on the paint job around right there. Just got some heft to it. I mean, feels pretty hefty. So yeah, pretty well packaged. Got your rubber bump stop and washer in there. Okay. On this plate, and you got this locking right there. There's your welds. So the welds don't look perfect, and I don't really like that they didn't go all the way on this side, but they went all the way on that side, and like I said, they are really hefty. So see that? There's a little bit of flex on that, but it's not bad. And the Matrix XRS, it's front wheel drive, weighs about 2,800 pounds. So it's a pretty light car. And that's part of the reason I wasn't too concerned about getting, extremely sturdy coilovers, because it's a lighter car, and I just daily drive it. So, yeah, it's just not a major concern. I'm not going to be going out to the track or anything. craziest thing I'll do is probably take some corners going at a decent speed, but I don't even really speed, so you know, 60 miles an hour going around your 30-mile-an-hour corners, about as crazy as I'll get. And the reason I went with these is because they are $300. So, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I lose out on $300. But all of my shocks were blown. Like, all the dust covers are all ripped in half right here. And oil is just it's all leaked out. They've got oil splatter just going down them, and they've been like that since I bought it used. So, I figured these can't be worse than that. They might be stiffer. Actually, hopefully they're stiffer, because right now I have basically zero dampening or damping. So it feels really unstable if you're going around a corner, and like if you hit a bump or something like that, or if you're going around a corner and then you move the wheel even a little bit quickly, you'll just kind of bounce and roll back and forth, because you're just riding on springs essentially. I'm sure the shocks are still doing something, because it doesn't just bounce forever. And that could also just because the springs, it comes with sport tuned springs, they call it anyway. So, I bet the springs are a little stiffer than a regular Corolla or a Matrix or Pontiac Vibe. So that helps a little. But yeah, these got to be decent anyway. And I do want to lower the car a little bit. Not a ton, because I don't want to have to worry about going super slow over a tiny little bump in the road or something like that. But I do want to get it a little bit lower, because I've got the stock 17-inch XRS wheels, and I got a little bit smaller tires. They're only maybe a half an inch smaller diameter than the original, stock tires that are supposed to be on it. But I did want to just lower it a little bit to kind of tuck them in. And if I decide to lower it a lot, I might even remove my side skirts, so I still have some ground clearance while getting it lower to the ground. But yeah, these for the price, they look decent, and they feel pretty hefty. I've never installed coilovers before. These are the first coilovers I've actually held, so I don't have much to compare it to, but I think they're going to do great. I did a lot of research, and these seem like a decent, super budget option. So yeah, there's an in-depth look at them, and stay tuned. I might do some updates while I'm putting these on. Like and subscribe.